Joining me now by phone is Jeffrey Ringel. He is the director at the Soufan Group and has worked for the FBI. Jeffrey, you've worked on several terrorism cases throughout your career. What is your assessment of this particular attack?
Well, first, I think that New Yorkers were very fortunate in that this attack was in some part a failed attack. The bomb appeared to detonate early, so therefore it wasn't lethal. The response was very good, but it also shows the difficulty in protecting soft targets during this holiday season.
Does it also show, however, the difficulty, thankfully, of having a successful attack like this? They don't seem to be so easy to pull off, thankfully.
Since 9/11, law enforcement's been working much better together, more closely. There have also been numerous tripwires that have been implemented so that if people were to buy particular products or buy particular quantities of products, that would alert law enforcement so that law enforcement can then take a look and determine whether those products are being purchased for the right reason or if there's a nefarious cause behind it and they need to investigate those individuals more.
That's good to know. Now, in this case, the suspect appeared to have a very improvised, crude explosive device. Is that an indication to you that he may have had help or he may have not had help in carrying out the attack?
Well, the investigation is going to show what sort of assistance he may have received. Due to how rudimentary this device appeared to be, it's almost a one-man show. It looks like it may have detonated early, only half the device supposedly detonated. So, yeah, it looks like he did not have somebody who was an expert bomb maker assisting him, that he may have been doing this all on their own.
And Jeffrey, you've been covering terrorism attacks for so many years. It seems now that this is the trend, this sort of lone wolf with a van, with a knife, with a crude bomb. Is this what you're seeing? Is this what you're sensing, that terrorism experts are now having to play a game of whack-a-mole with lone wolves?
Unfortunately, it does appear to be that way. With the fall of the so-called caliphate, people who wanted to support the caliphate are being told to stay back in their homeland and to do attacks from there. And based on that, many of them are not receiving the training or the support that they need. I see every time somebody does one of these very basic attacks, it's sort of an indication to me that law enforcement is winning because it's forced people to do unplanned, unsophisticated attacks.
Now, Jeffrey, we've also learned that the suspect is from Bangladesh and entered the U.S. on an immigrant visa in 2011. He obtained a green card and became a permanent resident. As you know, the Trump administration has politicized attacks like these, using them to justify the need for a travel ban. Now, Bangladesh is not one of the countries on the travel ban list. Does this attack bolster the administration's point? Can we expect to see Bangladesh on the travel ban list at some point in the near future?
Well, I can't speak for the government, but to me this does not bolster the President Trump's argument. Here's a person who's lived in the country for 7 years, has not had any arrest, has not come to the attention of the FBI or any other law enforcement. There's obviously something that motivated this person to act. But, again, he's been here for 7 years and, for all intents and purposes, has been a law-abiding citizen.
Right. So this is a sort of homegrown terror in your eyes.
I don't want to call it that either, but yeah, there was something that motivated him. It could have been an overseas reasoning, but the fact of the matter is he's been here. He didn't come here just to do an attack. Something motivated him to change his views and to go operational.
Right. All right. Now, if we're looking at terrorism at large, we've heard the White House claiming progress on groups like ISIS and the group being cleared from other countries. But with more individual attacks like this one popping up, as we just discussed, can these terror groups ever really be stopped?
It's interesting. I'm glad you asked that question because law enforcement, the intelligence community, doing a great job of identifying people, doing a great job of arresting, prosecuting. But the real root of the problem is ideology. We have to kill the message. Arresting and killing the messenger is one step, but it's really confronting that message of hate, be it Islamic, be it white supremacist or whatever, and basically putting out the message that that's not going to be our American ideals, and we're not going to let people have a free forum to speak that hate.
Jeffrey Ringel, we thank you for your time today.
Thank you.